Okay, so it's official. Donald J. Trump wins and is now the 47th president. Jeez, 45th and 47th president. This hasn't been done since 100 years or whatever. An incredible victory, incredible comeback story. A guy who's just been persecuted on every level and 2 assassination attempts. The country spoke. The country said what it had to say, and they went with this dude. So it is what it is. Let's get into. Let's take a look at his speech. I kind of want to get into that. Just see what he has to say here.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal.
You hear that? Help our country heal. Those are the words. That's the optimism. That's the energy that you hope sustains like through this whole thing, right? And after. But let's keep watching.
A country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And to every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
That right there. The golden age of America.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people that will
He's using the
allow
right
us
words.
to make...
He's using the right words, right? So first of all, the golden age of America, that just sounds fantastic, right? And then, he's saying we as Americans, like he's being, he's not doing, oh, I'm the greatest. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to do it, but he's speaking like somebody who collectively is acknowledging the fact that America is one thing and we all need to work together. So I'm appreciating this.
America great again. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is not one of those situations where it's one or the other, and like it's been, he's got the popular vote and the electoral vote. So it's a win, straight up and down.
Very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And, winning the popular vote was very nice, I will tell you. It's a great feeling of love. We have a great feeling of love in this very large room with unbelievable people standing by my side. These people have been incredible. They've made the journey with me, and we're going to make you very happy. We're going to make you very proud of your vote. I hope that you're going to be looking back someday and say that was one of the truly important moments of my life when I voted for this group of people beyond the president, this group of great people.
Yeah, that's going to be up to you and those great people, of course, right? If we look back and say, the people who voted for him, if they're able to look back and say, yeah, I voted for him, you're proud, that's only going to be, that'll only take, be the sentiment if you and your group of people that you've surrounded yourself with actually do make America great again and deliver all the promises on which you campaigned on.
America has given us an unprecedented and powerful mandate. We have taken back control of the Senate. Wow, that's good. And the Senate races in Montana, Nevada, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, were all won by the MAGA movement. They helped so much. And in those cases, every one of them, we worked with the senators. They were tough races, and I mean, the number of victories in the Senate was absolutely incredible. And we did tele-rallies. We did tele-rallies with each one of them. And sometimes we did 2 or 3 and it was amazing to look at all of those victories. Nobody expected that, nobody. So I just wanted to thank you very much for that. And you have some great senators and some great new senators. And it also looks like we'll be keeping control of the House of Representatives. And I want to thank Mike Johnson. I think he's doing a terrific job. Terrific job. I want to also thank my beautiful wife, Melania, First Lady. Who has the #1 best-selling book in the country. Can you believe that?
He had to promo that. That still just does not look real or ever seem real or genuine.
No, she's done a great job. Works very hard to help people. So I just want to thank her. But I want to thank my whole family, my amazing children, and they are amazing children. Now, we all think our children are amazing. Everybody here thinks their children are amazing, but that's a good thing when you think they are. But Don, Eric, Ivanka, Tiffany, Barron, Laura, Jared, Kimberly, Michael, thank you all. What a help. What a great help. My father-in-law, Victor, is tremendous. And we miss very much Melania's mother, Amalia. We miss Amalia, don't we? Amalia. She would be very happy right now, standing on this stage. She'd be so proud. She was a great woman, that one. Beautiful inside and out. She was a great woman. I want to be the first to congratulate our great, now I can say, Vice President-elect of the United States, JD Vance.
He's got a beautiful wife. I don't know much about her, but she's a beautiful woman.
And his absolutely remarkable and beautiful wife, Usha Vance.
Indian.
And he is a feisty guy, isn't he?
Going against Kamala Harris.
I've said, go into the enemy camp. And the enemy camp is certain networks. And a lot of people don't like to, sir, do I have to do that? He just goes, okay. Which one? CNN, MSDNC? he'll say, all right, thank you very much. He actually looks like...
Did he say MSDNC? That was pretty good. I've never heard that one before. I'm sure he's used it, but that was pretty good. MSDNC.
He's still like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes in and absolutely obliterates them. Say a couple of words.
This guy's well spoken, so it's always, totally
well,
night
Mr.
and
President,
day.
I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
It's like much more energy, full sentences, coherent sentences.
And under President Trump's leadership, we're never going to stop fighting for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
That's what people are waiting for. That's what happened. People would that's what they want. They believe in this guy.
He's turned out to be a good choice. I took a little heat at the beginning.
Back to Sesame Street.
He was. I knew the brain was a good one, about as good as it gets. And we love the family, and we're going to have a great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little. It lost that little.
It's like 7 feet tall. It's ridiculous.
That little thing called special, we have to make it so. We're going to make this so great. It's the greatest country and potentially the greatest country in the world by far. And right now, we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally. Let me also express my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The ice vein. We call it the ice vein.
Go up a little bit.
Obviously,
He spent 2 weeks in Philadelphia and different parts of Pennsylvania campaigning. He sent the rocket up 2 weeks ago.
I start with
And
Elon.
I saw that rocket, and I saw it coming down. I saw it. When it left, it was beautiful, shiny white. When it came down, it didn't look so pretty. It was going 10,000 miles an hour, and it was burning like hell. I said, what happened to your paint job? He said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And but I saw it.
It's like when a 10-year-old describes seeing a rocket, right? It's literally the same thing. Probably younger than 10 would describe a rocket and that whole, thing the way he just described it.
Come down and turn around, and it was, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning, and I'm saying only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted, no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again, so I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor, do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down, bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and it put it straight, and it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it, and just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see, and I called Elon. I said, Elon,
This is
was
what they
that
love.
you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No. Nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated, the water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All
right.
North Carolina.
Just going to skip this storytelling about
A little bit longer than me.
Elon.
Just a little bit. Bryson
Elon's not there.
DeChambeau is
Surprised
up
he's
here
not.
someplace.
Elon's a busy dude, though, but still, you would think. You know.
What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, look at him.
We're going to skip that.
And nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivated.
I think that's.
Deserves this more than.
Let's skip that. He thanks basically Joe Rogan because Rogan had a lot to do with this
That
one.
is a piece of work. Now he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like really, I probably like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people, these are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in. And he's going to help make America healthy again.
Let's hope so. That's what I'm waiting for. Really. Is he there? Let's go up a little bit.
We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union.
You could kind of skip through, and he's only saying a couple of things, repeating himself over and over again anyway. So let me just get to the
African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim
Shout 'em out.
American. We have safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for...
That remains to be seen. How this works with Ukraine and all the NATO allies and Israel, I am not confident.
Democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny, and we're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately from the, can you imagine?
That's a lot, right? Yeah, I guess. What's the average
900
amount of rallies that a candidate running for office?
A lot of rallies.
A lot of rallies.
Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But
let's just get through this.
Told me that God spared my life for a reason.
Here we go. It's getting spiritual now.
And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from
that's the trick, isn't it?
From keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor.
You see, there again, right language, asking people to join him in this noble, righteous endeavor. That's probably somewhere on the screen somewhere, because I don't think he knows the word righteous and endeavor. Noble, righteous endeavor. But yeah, he's using the right language and putting out the right energy. It just comes down to how long that lasts. And
what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that. I saw that in the first term. When we became more and more successful, people started coming together. Success is going to bring us together, and we are going to start by all putting America first. We have to put our country first for at least a period of time. We have to fix it. Because together we can truly make America great again for all Americans. So I want to just tell you what a great honor this is. I want to thank you. I will not let you down. America's future will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, there's the YMCA song comes. That I thought was interesting. So there you have it. It's his speech. I think he did a relatively good job of not doing he didn't attack anybody. I mean, in mild ways, right? He talked about when he sent Vance into the enemy and CNN and MSDNC, which I thought was funny. But he didn't do the thing where he really went in on Harris or, made fun of her or said anything, right? Which is kind of what you expect from him. And again, it's part of the loathsome part of his character that he would do. But he didn't do that. And he spoke in terms of unity and bringing people together. And he said us and Americans. And he did do his thing. It's natural for him to gloat, obviously. And it's a victory for him. And it's a major victory considering what he's been through. And the ability to make a comeback like that, it is probably the greatest comeback. So this is one of those times where you kind of forgive him for being like, oh, no one's ever done it. Oh, it's the biggest ever. It makes sense. But he didn't do too much of that here. And he had a right to do it a little bit. He repeated himself a lot. But again, I think the language was important and was critical to that first message that he puts out post-victory. And he gave the right messages. The YMCA thing, I keep wondering, that is the thing. That how did that song end up as like a Trump? I just don't get it. Let's look at so composition and background. It's from Wikipedia. Lyrical content taken at face value. The song's lyrics extol the virtues of the Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA. However, in the gay culture from which the image and music of the Village People came, the song was implicitly understood as celebrating YMCA's reputation as a popular cruising and hookup spot, particularly for the younger men to whom it was addressed. So this is like, I guess, a spot for gay men to connect with other gay men. The initial goal of Village People producers Morali and Bololo was to attract disco's gay audience by featuring popular gay fantasy in their music. Although co-creator Morali was gay and the group was initially intended to target gay men, the group became more popular and more mainstream over time. So I don't get where that song, how that song, and it's not I'm not being homophobic about it. Or, I'm questioning the idea that would be the song that's used for Donald Trump for his campaign, for his victory lap, right? Like, it just seems like an odd choice. Now, I don't know if it's just someone, probably him, didn't recognize the origin of the song, or didn't bother to do what I did and look up the Wikipedia definition of it, or and somehow thought that Young Men was some sort of part of the contemporary masculinity project and narrative that's being pushed in terms of like, hey, we need to get masculinity back and stop making this whole thing about toxic masculinity a thing. Like, we need to kind of be men again. So maybe that's what they were thinking. But again, it didn't take much to recognize that that's a classic song with a bunch of gay men on stage in outfits dressed up as Indians, cops. I mean, it's literally like the icon of gay men on stage, right? So, and then the song, when you look at the background lyrics and the origin for it and who it was targeted for. Anyway, I can go on about that. Again, it's not a homophobic thing. It is what it is, guys. I'm just saying. Just seems like an odd choice for him. But anyway, I think Trump said some things. I'm going to get into it later, do a full episode on the post-election, my thoughts on all this and what I think of it all. And let me know what you thought of his speech. Let me know how you're feeling this morning in the comments below. If you haven't subscribe to the Time to Talk podcast. We are just getting started. We're a month and change in. And I appreciate everyone being here so far. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.